In a nutshell, anxiety is the fear of uncertainty. It is simply human nature to be anxious when we try new things. Whether this is a new relationship, a new job, maybe we're building a new skill, or when things just change when we don't expect them to. Anxiety is going to show up in these situations because these things matter to us, and it can feel really threatening when things don't turn out how we expect them to. While it does definitely feel uncomfortable, I just want to gently remind you that anxiety in and of itself is not dangerous to you. In fact, it's trying to help you. The discomfort you feel when you are experiencing anxiety is basically just your brain saying, hey, I don't know what's happening right now and I'm scared because I don't know how to prepare for it. So in order to overcome this fear of uncertainty, we actually have to build resilience to the discomfort that new things bring. And honestly, we can do this in pretty simple ways in our life without having to totally change everything that we're doing. So here are 3 simple ways that you can overcome your fear of uncertainty starting today. You know when you try something new and it just feels totally awkward and uncomfortable because we don't have the skills that we need for it yet? That discomfort can actually stem from fear. It's your brain's way of saying, I don't know how to do this yet, and I'm scared because what if I fail? And what if that failure maybe leads to rejection from people that I really care about? You can practice this skill of trying new things any way that you wish. But I'm going to go over a couple of examples so you get the idea. One example is that you can change how you present yourself or how you express yourself through your presentation. This could look like changing your haircut, maybe dyeing your hair. Maybe you try out different makeup styles or different genres of clothing. Basically, any way to express yourself in a new way. Maybe there's something that you've been thinking about or something that you've wanted to try but have maybe been afraid to. That's one way that you can test out this new thing practice. Another way that you can do this is to start a new hobby. When we experience new things or when we start something new and we persevere through the challenges that a new thing will inevitably create, it teaches our brain that 1, we can do hard things, and 2, that new doesn't automatically mean dangerous. Maybe it just means difficult. If introducing something brand new to your schedule sounds a bit daunting, how about we just start with what we already have and make small tweaks to our daily schedule? For instance, if you exercise on a regular basis, maybe you work out at the same time each day, maybe you do the same workouts over and over again. If you want to practice this, try working out at a different time of day if your schedule allows, or maybe try a different type of movement, something that you really enjoy. This small tweak helps your brain build flexibility. So when things do change, as they inevitably will, instead of automatically feeling defeated, your brain can say something like, okay, that kind of sucks, but no worries, I've been here before. Let me just adapt, change a few things, and I'll go from there. It'll be difficult, but I'll be okay. You could also practice this one by driving a different route to where you work, where you go to school, maybe your favorite coffee shop. I know it sounds simple, but when we practice this over time, it really is effective. Changing your environment around allows you to be stimulated in a new way. Whether that means your environment is different, maybe the people around you are different, it just allows you to experience new things in a different way. You can do this by simply moving your furniture around in your home. Maybe you decide to decorate your walls a bit differently, or maybe you actually physically change up your space. Maybe you go work at a coffee shop for a day, or you go outside and take a walk to clear your mind. Every time that we do something new, even if it feels incredibly small, when we do these things and nothing bad happens, we are actively teaching our brain that new does not automatically mean dangerous. And when we do this on a consistent or a regular basis, we are building up a resilience to the discomfort of newness, which is really all that uncertainty is. It's something new, unfamiliar, and uncomfortable. Honestly, I have even noticed the effects of these types of practices in my own life. For as long as I can remember, and my parents can attest, I have experienced just a lot of struggle and difficulty when there was any type of change to my day or my routines. But about a year ago, I decided to put some of these practices into place and slowly change different routines that I had going on in my life. And it's so incredible to see the differences in how I respond to change now after about a year or so of engaging in these practices. My past self would never believe that I could be where I am today, responding to change in a way that has flexibility. I'm sharing this with you so that you know that rewiring your brain is entirely possible. All we need to do is practice some of these things. Through small, simple, regular practices, you can experience relief from the anxiety that you feel and this gripping fear of uncertainty. I hope that these are helpful for you guys. If they have been, please let me know by hitting that like button or leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you and how you want to practice these different techniques and maybe even what you experience as you practice them. I'd love to hear it, and I will see you guys in my next video.